This was the day when a very dreadful natural disaster was about to come, and the target of this disaster was a city where people considered themselves as gods. This city built on an island, and this civilization of the humans present in it was going to be destroyed on this day. Not only the city presents here, but all its islands as well as the entire civilization that settled here had become the target of such a catastrophe in which even their names and traces were about to be erased. 11,000 years ago, this entire civilization was swallowed by a dangerous tsunami, and that too within just one night. This is the story of such a civilization of humans, which today we know by the name of Atlantis. This surprising story of Atlantis was written by a philosopher of ancient Greece 2,000 years ago, and the name of this philosopher was Plato. Plato wrote about Atlantis, that the people here considered themselves gods. They used to have extraordinary powers, and gold and silver were found in large quantities in the islands where these people lived. Plato also wrote in his book that the people of Atlantis liked to live in a lot of ignorance and also misused their power. For this reason, such a natural calamity came upon him today, in which his name and trace was erased from this world. This story of Atlantis, written 2,000 years ago, has become a historical mystery today, because there used to be many such cities in history which are today submerged under the sea. For this reason, many people have full faith in the drowning of Atlantis in the sea. But the question is that if such a big city and the whole civilization disappeared overnight, then what was the location in the world where the people of Atlantis used to live and the humans who settled 6,500 years before the formation of pyramids of Egypt finally had such a thing? What was it which is being remembered till date? These are the questions for which scientists, archaeologists and researchers have been trying for the last several centuries to find answers. But this time, looking at the evidence that science has discovered inside the ocean, it would not be wrong to say that perhaps after 11,000 years, we have come very close to finding the sunken city of Atlantis. Welcome once again to our new video full of mysteries. Everyone is attracted towards the mysterious cities submerged inside the Nazarene Sea even against their will, and especially those cities about which there is no information. If anyone's name comes at the top among these mysterious cities, then it is the name of Atlantis. Experts have done sky attempts to find Atlantis in the sea. One of these attempts was made near a remote island in Japan known as Kinyanaguni. Present here is not only dreadful, but typhoons often emerge from this place. Along with this, bunches of hammerhead shots were also seen hovering inside the water, because diving in this dangerous part of the sea is a big challenge for deep sea divers. For this reason, this place was hidden from the eyes of experts for a long time. Keiichiro Arataki is the diver who dived in Yanaguni without caring for his life. This diver said that when I went inside the water here was absolutely crystal clear, and I saw a strange structure on the bottom. At first, Arataki thought that it was a normal stone mountain, but his doubt turned into confidence when he saw steps like stairs on this mountain-like structure. Diver could not understand that if this is a natural stone mountain, then why are these steps made in it? But when Majid went downstairs to examine this structure of nada, what he saw was too difficult to believe. Yes, this whole structure was as big as 6 football fields, and its height were as high as an 8-story building. This strange structure was made from bottom to top, and every side of this structure was made in a surprisingly regular pattern. After seeing all this, one thing was certain, that the mysterious structure made in the deep sea was not made naturally, but it was made by humans only. But what exactly is this thing? When the experts came to know about this mysterious structure, they believed that we cannot get much information about this structure only through. So now is the time to use technology. Experts decided to scan the sea around Yanaguni Island using modern sonar technology. Goldsmith is such a device that when put in water, it emits a special sound wave. This sound wave is reflected by colliding with different things present in the sea, and only then a receiver captures the reflected sound wave, and then with the help of a computer a 3D model is created. The Gold Ray scanning team reached Guni Island and did a complete scan of the bottom of the ocean here. When the 3D model of this scan was made, the whole reality had come to the fore. After thousands of years, the layout of this mysterious structure was being seen in 3D model for the first time, and it was difficult to believe what was being seen. It was a very beautiful and magnificent palatial structure. This amazing discovery surprised the archaeologists, geologists, and scientists of the whole world. Everyone was trying to reach Yanaguni Island to see this structure, including Professor Masasu Kimura, a marine geologist. When Professor Kimura saw this structure, he believed that there is no doubt that it is a man-made structure because there were some such features in it which proved that thousands of years ago when this structure used to be outside the water it was in use by some unknown civilization. There was also a tunnel to go inside this structure, which was probably its main entrench. There was a proper way to go to this entrench and stairs. These stairs were going up to the top of the structure and absolutely flat terraces were built on its top. There was also such a thing on the topmost terrace of these, seeing which it is estimated that the people living here had very modern thinking even thousands of years ago. Yes, a triangle-shaped pole was also built here where people would communicate on this terrace after taking a bath in the opinion of Professor Kimura. These terraces are so big that thousands of people can stand here at the same time. This structure lying in the sea near Yonaguni Island, which also had an entrance, pathway and state were also made and a pool was also made of 7 terraces. All these things were indicating to Professor Kimura that this structure used to be the cancellation of the civilization that lived here at some point of time. But to prove this theory of ours, some evidence was also needed, so that it could be proved that humans really used to survive here in some era. For this, once again this underwater structure was inspected and some samples were also collected. Nothing much was found in these samples, but there was one thing which looked really strange. A cross symbol was carved on a stone from where it was found and 2 holes were also made on this stone. Professor Kimura believes that perhaps people would hold it with their fingers and perhaps it would have some special purpose in that period. Visually, it seems that this structure is made of stone blocks, but it was known from the forensic detail. It is not made of small stone blocks, but it is one big stone. That is, this cancel-like design has been made by carving this one big stone. Carbon dating of artifacts found here revealed that these samples are 8 to 10,000 years old. That is, 10,000 years ago this place used to be out of water and there used to be such a civilizational settlement of humans, of which even now there is no trace. But is it the 11,000-year-old Atlantis as told by the structure plates? Or a whole city found under the sea thousands of miles away from here, equivalent to a Thailand and Greece? It remains mysterious even today. You will be able to see the secret of this mystery in our next video. Hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to like and share the video. Thank you for watching.